And welcome to PrepSpotlight.tv here at the home of the Milroy Yankees in Milroy, Minnesota for the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. It's round 3, and it's the St. Patrick Irish versus the Carver Black Sox.
The 2020 Class C Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament is brought to you in partnership with the Minnesota Baseball Association and presented to you by Xfinity. Xfinity X1 is the hub for all things sports with the Xfinity Sports Zone. And Wings Financial. We're for people like you.
And it's a beautiful day here in western Minnesota as we're getting set to play this first game of 3 here in Milroy. 75 degrees and sunny. With cornfields off behind the outfield fences across the street. We're getting ready for first pitch between the St. Patrick Irish and the Carver Black Sox. Carver at home, they will start out in the field. The St. Patrick Irish, the visitors in the green, they will come to the plate first in this top of the first inning. We'll get to the lineups in just 1 second. Leading off for St. Patrick, Jack Fregis, the shortstop for the Irish. As the first pitch is in there for a strike from Mark Ulrich, the Carver left-handed throwing starting pitcher. And he misses outside. Out in the field for the Carver Black Sox, Ulrich will be throwing to Sam Warner behind the plate. As a swing and a miss from Fregis. First base, Connor Cornell. Second base, Jay Bresnahan. Shortstop, Kyle Dalton. And at third base is David Dolan. And that one cracked to David Dolan and has it go under his glove, boots it a bit. And the leadoff man is on here in the first inning for the Irish on an error by the third baseman. Fregis reaches safely.
Now batting second baseman number 1, Jordan Garaki.
Jordan Garaki, the two-hole hitter for the Irish, right-handed batter, will step in with a man on and nobody out. Rounding out the outfield for the Carver Black Sox, Cole Kirchhoff in left, Bailey Mells in center, and Adam Fredericks in right. And there's a pitch down low to Garaki. So we go Fregis leading us off for Carver, then Garaki, who's batting now, then it'll be Kyle Rodas, Matt Ambrose batting cleanup, then Seth Ambrose as a throw over, checking the runner, Jack Fregis at first base. Batting sixth is Dom DeLuca for the Black Sox, then Ryan Fregis, Zach Endress, and Jace Westman, the 9-hole hitter. Top of the first inning here. Game 1, the noon start, as this one's popped high around the shortstop area, and that's going to be Kyle Dalton camping underneath it, making the catch for the first out of the game.
Now batting center fielder number 2, Kyle Rodas.
Kyle Rodas now, the third batter that Mark Ulrich will face here in the top of the first inning. As a check on the runner once more from Ulrich. And there's a pitch down low from Ulrich. Two left-handed pitchers, starting pitchers, have handled most of the starting duties for Carver this year. Mark Weber, not here today. He's in a wedding today and not able to play. So they're going with Ulrich, the Carver Black Sox, and he deals, and this one's fouled away to even the count at 1-1 to Kyle Rodas, the center fielder, number 2 We're in the high green stirrups here this afternoon. Started just a couple minutes early here as we have 3 games on deck for this afternoon into the evening in Milroy, and 3 as well in the other site for Class C in Springfield. There's an off-speed pitch missing high. Carver, just west of Chaska, Minnesota. About a 2-hour drive to Milroy here. So that one slapped into right field, running to his left and sliding. Fair ball is the call, and couldn't make the catch was the outfielder Adam Fredericks. Slid and maybe knocked that one over into foul territory. So a hit, the first of the game. Kyle Rodas with a base hit single. Jack Friges had to wait and see where that one ended up. He makes his way to second base, so 2 on now for the St. Patrick Irish, mounting a threat here early in the first inning with just 1 out. Friges on second. He reached on that error by the third baseman Dolan. Now the cleanup man Matt Ambrose will come up to bat. This one almost hit him right around the belt buckle. Number 10, Matt Ambrose, he's handling the catching duties for St. Patrick this afternoon. That one's inside as well, not quite as far as the first pitch, but off the plate. 2-0 the count now as Mark Ulrich trying to settle things down here. Nothing hit hard so far, but 2 men on, 1 out in the top of the first. This one cracked to third baseman. He boots it again, but tries to tag the runner coming by and can't believe that he's called safe. Didn't boot it, had it hop up on him, got in front of it, stopped it, and then reached behind him to try to catch the runner, Jack Friges, and the umpire was right there. Called him safe. So the base is now loaded as the manager for Carver, Brian Tishy, is going to have words with the infield umpire. Not sure what can be accomplished by this. A brief chat. All he asks is that he refers to the home plate umpire, as there'll be a meeting between the 2 umpires here, all in black today. Just 2 umpires for this state tournament. Home plate umpire and infield umpire conferring. Not a big chance that that would be overturned, and it isn't. So Jack Friges might have gotten a break and might have just avoided a tag. As it is, he's standing on third base. Cal Rodas, who singled, is now on second. And Matt Ambrose, reaching on that fielder's choice, is on first base. Seth Ambrose now, the brother of Matt, batting with the bases all juiced. David Dolan has handled 2 balls hit to him this first inning and has not recorded an out as of yet. And that one misses. 2-0 the count. Mark Ulrich has just allowed the one softly hit bloop single down the right field line, but in a jam here. And that one gets by the catcher, Sam Warner, and the first run will slide in there head first. Jack Friges crosses home, and it's 1-0 St. Patrick. Pass ball by Sam Warner. Ball in the dirt. Looked like he might have tried to backhand it with the catcher's mitt, and it got back to the backstop. Everyone moves up. As now first base is cleared as Ambrose moves up to second. Rodas on to third. And Seth Ambrose still batting. This one low and inside, and now the other Ambrose fills the bases once more with a base on balls.
Now batting designated hitter number 24.
4-pitch walk from Mark Ulrich, who has struggled to find the strike zone. But the first walk has reached on an error, then a hit, then a fielder's choice, now this walk. 1 run already in the top of the first inning for the St. Patrick Irish. It's Dom DeLuca, the designated hitter, batting now for St. Patrick. That one's cracked through the hole of the shortstop, diving Kyle Dalton, and 1 run will score. Everybody moves up. Around the merry-go-round we go. It's 2-0. Irish. Second hit of the inning. Dom DeLuca on the second pitch of his at-bat with an RBI single.
Hey, Mark, get him now. Get away.
Ryan Freeges, the third baseman, will bat. 2 sets of brothers in this starting lineup. And that one's cracked foul. 2 strikes now, 0-2 count from Mark Ulrich. Still looking for that second out of the game as Jordan Garacki popped out the second batter of the game, but 4 men have reached since then. That one misses outside. First RBI of the game on the second run from Dom DeLuca, and Ryan Freeges hopes to add an RBI to his name. Pops this one straight up behind home plate and out of play. Still 1-2 the count to the third baseman, number 21, for the St. Patrick Irish, already up 2-0. Here in inning number 1. Ulrich, the pitch. That one fouled into the batter. Freeges goes down on a knee briefly, and he'll regroup. As the umpire wipes off home plate. St. Patrick small township that sits between New Prague, north of New Prague, and southwest of Prior Lake. That one down the middle, breaking ball, breaks in there for strike 3 and out number 2 for Mark Ulrich.
Now batting right fielder number 33, Zach Andrus.
So Freeges goes down looking, and now right fielder Zach Andrus, a lefty, will come to the plate with the bases still loaded. Now 2 out in the inning. Two singles so far in this inning. A walk, fielder's choice, and a error. 1-1 now the count. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Mark Ulrich on the mound facing Zach Andrus. Fouled straight back by the right fielder for the Irish. Two nothing the score already here in the top of the first inning. We got an early start to this game, but we're still not halfway through the first frame. As Ulrich thought he had ended this inning. But that ball, umpire says, misses outside. 2-2 now the count with 2 out. And 3 runners on. Dom DeLuca at first base. Seth Ambrose at second. And Matt Ambrose at third. And that one misses high, so those 3 runners will be moving on the pitch as the count runs full, 3-2. 9-hole hitter Jace Westman would bat if the inning continues. And there they go. And the pitch low. A bases loaded walk for Ulrich. And the 3rd run of this game for St. Patrick. (3-0) Irish very early in this first of 3 games in Milroy. Matt Ambrose scores the 3rd run of the inning. Seth Ambrose moves to 3rd, Dom DeLuca to 2nd, and Zach Andrus with that RBI walk will bring up Jace Westman now, as that one's in there for a strike. And that one squirts by the catcher inside for a ball, but didn't roll far. Runners stay put. Jace Westman, the 9th batter to bat in this top of the first. That one in the dirt, blocked by Sam Warner. 2-1 the count. Ulrich has allowed a couple of hits in this inning and a couple of walks, has struggled to find the strike zone consistently. And that's now 3-1. Mark Ulrich on the hill. And another bases loaded walk. Jace Westman takes the 4th ball and drives in Seth Ambrose to make it 4-0. St. Patrick Irish, and there will be a meeting on the hill between Brian Tishy, the manager, with his starting pitcher, Mark Ulrich. 4-0 now. And St. Patrick has batted around. Scorebook already in tatters in the first frame. As now Tishy heads back to the dugout for Carver, as Ulrich hopes to get that 3rd out at long last. 4 runs in. Westman on first, and Andrus on second, and DeLuca standing 90 feet away. Jack Freeges, who scored after he reached on an error to start this game, is batting for the 2nd time in the inning. And that one gets by the catcher, and no one will move. Sam Warner has already had a busy full day in the first inning. (2-0) the count from Ulrich to Jack Freeges. That one gets fouled back past the first baseman Connor Cornell and over the fence, as a pitcher is warming in the Carver bullpen area. Appears to be one of the draftees, as that one misses inside. Ulrich finds himself in another 3-ball count, 3-1 the count. to Fregis. As that one gets swung on and missed. Fastball. Can't connect Fregis, and now it's 3-2. Count full. Bases still loaded. And another bases loaded walk. Ulrich misses high, and that drives in the 5th run of the inning. And it's going to be the end of the line for Mark Ulrich. 3 bases loaded walks in a row. And a new pitcher will come in. We'll be right back with the pitching change on Prep Spotlight.tv. Welcome back here to Prep Spotlight.tv. Still in the top of the first as we had a pitching change for the Carver Black Sox. Tobin Erdahl has entered in the top of the first with 5 runs already in, bases loaded, 2 out, in relief of Mark Ulrich. That one tapped foul. 1-1 the count from Erdahl, who is a draftee. One of 3 on this team for Carver, drafted from Cologne. Another left-handed pitcher, and this breaking ball in there in the dirt. 2-1 now the count. After we had 3 bases loaded walks in a row from Mark Ulrich for the last 3 runs, and that one just misses. And it's now 3-1. This one taps softly to the third baseman, Dolan, and he's not going to be able to make a play. A run will score. That's run number 6 for St. Patrick, as everybody moves up again. 6-0. That was Jordan Garacki with the infield hit. And Kyle Rodas will bat for the second time in this inning. Inside ball. He singled earlier in this frame and came around to score the second run of this contest. 2-0 the count, as the control problems have continued lately. There's a strike from Erdahl. Still 2 out. Bases still loaded.
No strikes. Let's go.
Garacki on first, Fregis on second, Westman on third. Crack to Kyle Dalton at short and hits the runner, and that's going to be out number 3. So at long last, Carver gets out of the inning after allowing 6 runs to the St. Patrick Irish. We'll head to the bottom of the first with the Black Sox on PrepSpotlight.tv. And welcome back to Milroy in the bottom of the first inning between St. Patrick and Carver. The Black Sox, the home team, they will bat here in the bottom of the first. Go through the lineup as Connor Cornell, the leadoff man for the Black Sox, will bat first. He'll be followed by Kyle Dalton, Jay Bresnahan, Dan Gastush, David Dolan, Cole Kirkhoff, Sam Warner, Adam Fredericks, and Bailey Mells. First pitch. Crack to left field, deep. That one's heading all the way out for a leadoff first pitch home run from Connor Cornell. Cornell wastes no time, jumps on the first pitch, and pulls it over the left center field fence. It's now 6-1 in the first inning. Line right back to the pitcher, and a great play by Zach Sawyer, the starting pitcher for St. Patrick. No look, behind the back scoop. 2 pitches, and we've had 2 at-bats. A highlight web gem from Zach Sawyer, 1 pitch after allowing a home run. The first take for the Carver Black Sox is Jay Bresnahan, the third batter of the inning, is up. Now he swings and grounds this one to first base. First baseman Seth Ambrose will underhand it to Sawyer, who records the second out of the inning. 2 out. The fourth batter already coming to the plate on about to face just the fifth pitch from Zach Sawyer. As this one misses. And that one lined just over a leaping Jack Freach's head for the second hit of this inning. Dan Gastuch with a line drive single to center field. And now David Dolan, the third baseman, will bat. And that one's low for a ball from Zach Sawyer. Now that one fouled away. We already saw Jack Freeges attempt to make that play at shortstop. Alongside him at second, Jordan Garacki. Seth Ambrose has made a couple plays here in the first inning at first base, and Ryan Freeges plays third. Matt Ambrose behind the plate. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That one cracked foul, 1-2. Out in the outfield for the St. Patrick Irish, Jace Westman. Left field. In center field, Kyle Rodas. And in right field, Zach Andrus. One run already in on a leadoff first pitch home run from Connor Cornell, and now here's a grounder to third base. Throw goes wide and slides out of the first baseman Seth Ambrose's glove. The inning will continue. Ryan Freeges ranging far to his left, scooped that one up and threw on the run, and it was a bit high and wide. So error by the St. Patrick third baseman. And Dolan knows that feeling from the first inning. He'll reach safely. Cole Kirchhoff now batting for the Black Sox with 2 on and 2 out. This one cracked foul out of play down the right side. The inning was moving very fast. Zach Sawyer on the mound as check behind the runner from Ambrose to Ambrose. Safe David Dolan at first base. Dan Gastuch, who singled hard over the shortstop's head, is at second. First pitch home run, then a second pitch ground out straight back to the pitcher. But now the sixth batter comes to the plate. Cole Kirchhoff has seen 3 pitches, 2 balls, 1 strike. 6-1 here in Milroy in the first inning is not a pitcher's duel by any means already. Almost offered at it, but laid off. Cole Kirchhoff, the left fielder for Carver, number 12, right-handed batter. 3-1 the count with 2 out here in the first. Now here's a pitch. Fouled. Backing out of play. Count runs full. Runners will go with 2 outs here and a 3-2 count. Sam Warner would bat the catcher if the inning is extended. He's in the on-deck circle for the Black Sox. Zach Sawyer, 1 run allowed so far, but still with a 5-run lead. And there's a ball inside for the first walk of the game for Sawyer. So now the runners will move up and the bases are loaded. And Sam Warner will step into the left-handed batter's box
Sam Warner.
with Dan Gastuch at third, David Dolan at second, and Cole Kirkhoff now at first. Fastball in there for strike one. St. Patrick put up a 6 spot in the top of the first. And Connor Cornell wasted no time, hit the first pitch out in the bottom of the first. Check on the runner at second as Zach Sawyer threw behind Dolan at second base to Jack Freeges. Dolan gets back safely. 0-1 the count. And there's another fastball in there. Strike two. Sixth batter to bat in this inning, after St. Patrick sent up 11 in the top of the first. And there's a swing, foul tip, strikeout. Sam Warner is down on strikes, and Zach Sawyer escapes further damage in the first inning. We're headed now to the top of the first. The score, St. Patrick 6, Carver 1. On PrepSpotlight.tv, you're watching the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
Running for a base hit. Morris now backs up. Arnold serves one into left, and that's a base hit. And Chanhassen takes the lead right back. 0-1 to Halleck. Back and off the foot of the pitcher. It bounces towards left field. Kolpak coming home. The throw to the plate. Not in time. The game is tied at 5. The 1-2 pitch. Base hit right field. That'll do it. Matt Oy comes up and pokes one through the drawn-in infield. And the Moorhead Brewers win it 6-5 in 10 innings. As Weiss kicks and fires this one, driven to center field. Back is Rucker. Does he do it again? Yes, he does! 3 home runs for Duffner! And it's 10-3 Gold Spring. Unbelievable!
Runs scored here today. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3. Another one gone. McCoy Rodney goes down on strikes, and there's 2 away now.
Welcome back to Milroy for the second inning between St. Patrick and Carver. Top of the frame as the Irish will bat now, their second time coming to the plate after sending 11 men to the plate in that first inning where they scored 6 runs. Matt Ambrose. They sent 12 men to the plate, I should say, in the first inning. Matt Ambrose batting now. Facing Torben Erdahl, who came in relief in the first frame. Breaking ball lined to Dolan on a bounce as he'll field it and make the play. Good play for Dolan, who didn't have the best inning in the first, but a nifty grab there, and a first batter out recorded by Erdahl. As Ambrose goes down 5-3. Seth Ambrose now will bat. He walked in the first inning and scored. This one cracked down for a base hit into right field. Just poked out there. Seth Ambrose on safely with the 4th hit of the game for the Irish. And Dom DeLuca, the designated hitter, will bat. Now this one's down low. The runner at first thought about it, thought better of it, and went back to first base without a throw. And that one singled to right field once again. That one hit much harder than the first single to right field in this frame. Dom DeLuca, 2 singles already in this game, and it's just the 2nd inning. So now 2 runners on, as a rally is being mounted once more for the Irish. 2 hard singles for Dom DeLuca as he's 2 for 2, and that brings up Ryan Fregis, who takes a ball in the dirt from Erdahl. Ryan Fregis struck out looking for the 2nd out of the 1st inning. One of just 2 batters who didn't reach, one of the only batter, I should say, that didn't reach base in that 1st inning. As the Irish batted around, it's now 2-0 the count from Erdahl to Fregis. 2 on, 1 out. Swing to miss from Fregis. We're in the top of the 2nd inning here in Milroy, in the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. One of 2 sites here, as several miles away in Springfield, they're playing 3 games this afternoon. Ground ball to the second baseman, trying to turn 2. Out at second. Relay to first is not in time. Good play from Jay Bresnahan to Kyle Dalton, and Dalton made a quick transfer, but not quite in time as the ball was slowly rolled out to second base. So now there will be runners at the corners for Zach Endress. Ambrose on third. Fregis on first base on the fielder's choice, as that one in there for a strike. And a swing and a miss from Endress to make it 0-2 as Erdahl is a strike away from getting out of this inning with no runs allowed. Runners at the corners, 2 out. Endress swings and misses, caught on the fly by Sam Warner, and there's a strikeout for Erdahl to end this inning. 2 men left on base here in the top of the 6th. It's still 6-1 Irish leading the Black Sox on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Driven to the gap in left center field. This one lands. They throw to the plate. It's not in time. This is 4 and a walk. Runner going Byer. And the pitch gets away. Byer coming home. There won't be a play. And Foley wins the game.
Sorensen delivers. It's hit hard to right. And that is going to be over his head. Delivers an RBI double. 0-2 pitch. inside corner, strike 3. And that ends the game. He gets him on a called third strike. He had 2 called third strikes in the inning.
Ground ball up the middle. Great stop by the second baseman. Firing to first and got him. But guess what? The Prior League Mudcats have just taken the lead.
Pitch. Hit a long way. Deep. Looking back, and it is gone. And Matt Ambrose has opened this game up with a 3-run home run.
And back in the second inning, bottom of the frame, Carver Black Sox down by 5. They're batting now here as Adam Fredericks gets his first chance to face Zach Sawyer, facing a 0-2 count already. And that one wide. Sawyer has 1 strikeout that ended the first inning. And that one misses 2-2 the count. Carver trying to chip away after getting posted to a 6-0 deficit in the first inning. They did get one back after a home run in the bottom of the frame. And after a scoreless inning by Erdahl, they're now batting in the second as a strikeout for Adam Fredericks. He goes down spinning. Is the second K of the game for Zach Sawyer. And that brings up the center fielder, Bailey Mells, for the Black Sox. With 1 out here in the bottom of the second in Milroy. Just about 15 minutes east of Marshall, Minnesota. And that one misses. Count runs to 2-0. Carver, they played twice in this state tournament so far, as has St. Patrick. No first-round byes for either of these teams. 2 wins to both their names. Carver beat Delano 4-2 in round number 2 last week. And they 10-runned Clinton 14-2. 7 innings in round number 1. Looking to make it 3 wins in a row, both these squads. 2-2 the count to Bailey Mells, the 9th batter in this lineup, as he swings and fouls it right back into the catcher's mitt for the 2nd strikeout of this inning and 3rd in a row for Sawyer. 2 outs now as the leadoff man Connor Cornell will come up. Remember, he wasted no time in the bottom of the first, swung on that first pitch fastball and yanked it over the 361 sign in left center field. Doesn't swing at the first pitch here, takes it for a ball. First home run we've seen here this weekend, as one game played last night, game 1 here today. Last night, Cold Spring beat Isanti to advance to the quarterfinals, which will be played on Sunday tomorrow. And a swing and a miss for Cornell. The count now 2-1 from Zach Sawyer, the right-handed pitcher facing right-handed hitting first baseman Cornell. And that one is a ball. 3-1 the count. Sawyer had 1 walk in the first inning. And that's a strike. Cornell throws it in reverse as he was on his way to first. 3-2, the count runs full with 2 outs. And called third strike. Zach Sawyer strikes out the side. 3 batters all go down on strikeouts. We're headed now to the 3rd inning in Milroy, Minnesota. St. Patrick Irish 6, Carver Black Sox 1.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Down on 3 in the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Back here on PrepSpotlight.tv, the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament, round 3 game between St. Patrick and Carver. Bunt here in the top of the 3rd. And it's going to be a bunt hit for Jace Westman. Perfectly placed in front of a deeply playing third base. And pitcher couldn't get there in time. A bunt hit. A bunt single for Jace Westman, the 9th-hole batter. His 2nd time reaching base. And that'll bring up Jack Frieses for his 3rd at-bat of this game. And there'll be a meeting on the mound between Sam Warner and Tobin Erdahl, who came in relief in the 1st frame. Jack Frieses reached on an error by the 3rd baseman to lead off the game, and then came around and batted again in the 1st and walked. Made it as far as 2nd base. Now Erdahl's ready with an 1-0 count. Now it's 1-1. Jack Frieses currently plays baseball at University of Minnesota State Mankato. And the runner goes. This one flied into center field. Center fielder makes the play, and the runner will have to go all the way back to first. Good play by Bailey Mells, the Black Sox center fielder, as that ball was slicing away from him toward right field. Bailey Mells hauled it in on the move for out number 1. Records the out of Jack Frieses, and Westman goes back to first as he was moving on the pitch. Jordan Garacki now, the 2nd baseman, will bat here with 1 on and 1 out. That one misses outside. Garacki popped out in the 1st inning in his 1st at-bat, and in his 2nd at-bat hit an infield single to drive in a run. And the 1-0 makes it 2-0. Jordan Garacki, the son of the manager of this Irish team, manager Brent, as Jordan checks his swing, appeal out to 2nd base umpire, says no. 3-0 the count to Jordan Garacki, who leads this team in many offensive categories. batting second in the lineup. And takes a walk. Four pitch walk. And there'll be 2 on now
Now batting center fielder,
for Kyle Rodas.
Kyle Rodas.
Jace Westman will move up to second base. Kyle Rodas got the first hit of the game in the first. And then he ended that first inning after the Irish batted around. After his ground ball to the shortstop area hit a runner and put an end to that 6-run inning. Takes a strike to start off this at-bat. The 3-hole hitter, the center fielder, Rodas. This one gets away from Warner. And another wild pitch / pass ball. And the runners advance. Westman with his speed on third base now, 90 feet away. And Jordan Garacki at second. And a big swing and a miss on a low pitch. Kyle Rodas went hunting for that one. Count goes to 1-2 with 1 out here. 2 runners in scoring position in the top of the 3rd inning. St. Patrick hoping to push forward that lead. And swing and tapped foul. Just got a piece, did Rodas, on a, looked like an off-speed pitch that was low, and chopped it back to his own on-deck circle. First base playing in, third base also in, and middle infield almost on the grass. Trying to cut down that runner at home with just 1 out here. That one fouled right back into the catcher's mask as Warner is staggered. So he'll need a moment to shake it off. Warner has had a busy day, as we mentioned before, with the errant pitches from Carver so far leading up into this inning. 2-2 the count. Sam Warner now ready for the pitch from Torben Erdahl. That one bounces over Warner's head and no chance. A wild pitch and a run scores. Jace Westman dives in safely for the 7th run of the game for the Irish. So Westman started the inning with a bunt hit and finds his way scoring just a couple batters later. Kyle Rodas now has a full count with Garacki on third, moving up on that wild pitch from Erdahl. Time called. Rodas been patient in this at bat, fighting off a couple pitches. 3-2 now, 1 out, 1 on third. Hard hit to left field, and that one's over the left fielder's head against the fence. A run will score, and that's a stand-up double for Kyle Rodas. Saw a meatball coming in and pulled it over the left fielder Cole Kirchhoff's head. Hit up against the base of the fence, and Rodas with an RBI double to make it 8-1, St. Patrick leading Carver. Matt Ambrose will bat now. Jordan Garacki scores the 8th run and his first run of the game. And there's a strike to Matt Ambrose. Ambrose reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning and came around to score, and then grounded out to lead off the second inning. And another chat between Warner and Erdahl. The relief pitcher, a draftee, might not have the same sequence of signs with a runner on second base that Carver is accustomed to using. One the count. Matt Ambrose, the catcher, watches that one inside, gets away briefly from Warner, but not far enough away for the runner on second, Rodas, to move up. It's out to a 7-run lead. 2 runs in so far in this inning. St. Patrick. This one tapped foul. Make it 2-2. St. Patrick, they scored 10 runs in their last game. 10-1 the final when they beat Rochester last weekend in round number 2. In round 1, they beat their opponent by a 5-1 score. Here's the pitch from Erdahl. Low, full count now. And he walked him. And the pitcher, or the manager, will stroll on out as another draftee is warming and appears that he will enter. We'll see what Carver coach Brian Tishy determines. St. Patrick, as we mentioned, they beat Rochester in round 2, and they beat Regal 5-1 in round 1. So, no pitching change. After a walk by Erdahl, the left-handed pitcher Torben Erdahl came in relief. He's a draftee from Cologne. There is a pitcher warming as Seth Ambrose comes to the plate with 1 on and 2 out. That one finds the outside corner for strike 1. Second walk of the inning for Erdahl. That one's low. Third walk of the game for Torben, as this one's lined into left field for another hit. Runner will hold. Late call by the third base coach to slam on the brakes on his runner, Kyle Rodas. So now the base is loaded again. Hard hit by Ambrose.
Now batting designated hitter number 24, Dom DeLuca.
Rodas on third, Matt Ambrose on second, Seth, his brother, on first, and Dom DeLuca is already 2 for 2 today. And will come up to bat with the bases loaded and just 1 out. Corner infielders in. That one's in there for a strike. Middle infielders playing into middle in, hoping for that inning-ending double play that defenses crave so much. 8-1, the score. This one cracked high into right field. The right fielder, Fredericks, under it to make the catch. Runner will tag, play at the plate, not quite in time as Rodas slides in safely. 9-1, St. Patrick Irish.
Now batting third baseman number 21, Ryan Freezer.
So Rodas scores the third run of the inning, but that's out number 2. Erdahl now trying to escape the inning with 2 runners on. And that one's low to Ryan Freegis. Oh for 2 for Freegis. He reached on a fielder's choice. This one's fouled back and over the roof here in the Yankees field, Milroy, Minnesota. Milroy Yankees, good program, hosting state tournament here. The orange Yankee logo is what they represent, and time called by the batter, Freegis, the third baseman, number 21. Wearing those high socks. Runner at first and second. 2 out in the top of the third inning. Game has gone on a while already. Good block by Sam Warner. That bounced, looks like, in front of the plate. Two on the count. 2 out, 2 on. That one cracked to the third baseman, Dolan. Gets in front of it, throws, not in time. Dolan had that one go off his chest or glove, popped up, but not in time to get a good runner, Freegis, at first base. So the runners will move up, and the bases reloaded. A familiar position for the Irish, as now Zach Andrus will bat. The lefty swings and misses. Ambrose brothers on third and second. Freegis on first. 2 out. 3 runs in so far. 8th man to bat. 9th man to bat. Zach Andrus, the right fielder. Lefty on lefty here. And there's that one framed into the strike zone for a strike, and 1-2 the count. As a new pitcher is warming. He's wearing that traditional Carver Black Sox uniform as opposed to the other draftee that was warming up previously. As that one slips maybe out of the hand and well high from Erdahl. 2-2 the count. Infield normal depth, waiting for what they hope is the third out of this inning. Cracked up the middle for a hit. 2 runs will try to score, play at the plate, and the tag is missed. Seth Ambrose slid under a tag by Warner, and 2 runs score. That makes it 11-1 St. Patrick, and there will be a pitching change. We'll be right back on PrepSpotlight.tv. Welcome back here to Milroy Field as we have a new pitcher in the top of the third inning as Torben Erdahl could not get out of this frame. As Jacob Budin will pitch for the Black Sox with 2 runners on and 2 out. Budin, a right-handed pitcher, the first righty to throw in the game for Carver, their third pitcher. And that one high to Jace Westman, who started this inning with a bunt single. And that one gets by, and the runner will try to advance, and Budin late getting there. A wild pitch from Budin, and the 12th run of this game will score for St. Patrick. That was Ryan Freeges crossing home. As we've seen many balls back to the backstop here. And a swing and a miss from Westman. Budin. Tall drink of water. 6'7". And at one time was in Major League Baseball system. St. Louis Cardinals. And he strikes out Westman looking with that fastball to end the inning at last. But 6 runs score in the third inning as the Irish double their score. They lead the Carver Black Sox 12-1.
We have an update on that score over at Springfield.
Welcome back to PrepSpotlight.tv. We're in the bottom of the third inning between the St. Patrick Irish and the Carver Black Sox. Carver batting in the bottom of the frame. Kyle Dalton will lead off this inning against Zach Sawyer, entering his third inning of work. Dalton cracks one to the right side, is fielded by the first baseman and underhands it to the pitcher, Sawyer, for the first out of the frame. Dalton is out on a ground out for the second time today.
Number 5, Jay Bresnahan.
Jay Bresnahan will now bat. This one popped into left field as the left fielder under it, Jace Westman. One pitch, one out. 2 outs now total for this third inning.
Now batting designated hitter number 30,
Dan Gastuch, the DH, will now bat with 2 out already as Sawyer making quick work. Carver has been swinging on those first or second pitches often, not putting Sawyer under much pressure, at least in this inning. This one cracked high and deep into left field. Westman going back, and that one's high off the wall, bouncing back toward the center fielder, and it's a stand-up double for Dan Gastuch. That one was close to going out, almost the same spot that Cornell's homer went out, just not quite as far. High off the sponsor's signs against the fence. Now a runner on second base, 2 out. David Dolan takes strike 1. That one misses away. Zach Sawyer struck out the side in the last inning. Entering this frame, he had struck out the last 4 batters. Got a ground out and a fly out quickly here in the third. And then that double from Gastuch. Gastuch now 2 hits, 2 for 2, a single and a double. David Dolan reached on an error in his first plate appearance in the first inning. 1-2 the count. And that one fouled. First baseman takes a look at it, but it's over the fence and out of play. Out toward that blue water tower, past the parking lot here on the right side of the park. Bottom of the third. 2 out, 1 on. 1-2 the count. Dolan taps it, foul. Dolan, one of the cores of this team. Hoping to drive in the runner on second base, and a hit to center field as they'll wave that runner home. And he'll be in there standing up. An RBI single for David Dolan. Dan Gastuch rounds third and scores. After his 2-out double, a 2-out single from third baseman Dolan, and that's the Black Sox's second run. Cole Kirchhoff now look to extend the inning. After 2 2-out hits, Kirchhoff, the left fielder, walked in his first plate appearance. This one popped up high. Seth Ambrose at first base is under it in foul territory, backs up and makes the catch. So that'll end the inning. We're headed to the fourth after Carver scores one, leaves one, and they trail the Irish 12-2 on PrepSpotlight.tv.
They haven't been easy to come by. Here's a high fly into left field, way back and gone. Brown takes his lead at first, the 2-2. Lifted in the air, shortstop. Arnold backtracking, he's got it. And the Chanhassen Redbirds hold on.
Bain pauses. This one hit in the air. Shallow right field coming on, it falls! It falls! And Elko wins it 7-6.
9-6 Millers here in the ninth. Pushing pitches, swung on, off the end of the bat towards second base. Hansen has it, tags the runner, goes to first, and the Millers are state champions as Jeff Miller grounds into a double play.
Welcome back here to Milroy. In round 3 of the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament, we are now in the top of the 4th inning with St. Patrick leading by 10, 12-2 over Carver. St. Patrick in the green, though, step up to bat once again. First pitch in there for a strike from Jacob Budin. The new pitcher entered late in that last frame. Jack Freges is batting for the 4th time already in the 4th. He's 0 for 2, but has reached twice. And he squirts one out there for his first hit of the game. Jack Freges on base once again. He scored 1 run.
Now batting second baseman number 1, Jordan Garaki.
And Jordan Garaki will come up to bat, a 2-hole hitter for the Irish, against Jacob Budin, who, as we mentioned, he came in, called from the bullpen for the 3rd pitcher already used by the Black Sox as they're struggling to get some consistency on the hill. Jacob, 6'7", as a tapper to second base, fielded, could be 2. Dalton, double play. Kyle Dalton from Jay Bresnahan, and completed the 4-6-3 double play. Connor Cornell receives it at first base as the runner erased. 2 out now for Kyle Rodas. Two out, 1 on. Bresnahan on the starting the double play to Kyle Dalton, and finished it at Connor Cornell at first base. Dalton played at Concordia University of St. Paul, made many of those nifty quick transfers, turning 2. Jacob Budin pitched in the St. Louis Cardinals organization, then injured his arm in 2014 and was released. And this one's cracked high and deep to left field. Kirchhoff tracks back and not still on the grass, makes the catch. So a quick inning, 1 hit and a double play and a fly out, and the quickest inning so far for Carver's pitching. We're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. St. Patrick leading Carver by 10. Back here in the bottom of the fourth inning between St. Patrick and Carver. Sam Warner batting for the Black Sox as they trail by 10. Grounder to third. Ryan Freegis fields it and throws to Seth Ambrose across the infield for the first out of the inning. Sam Warner is retired. That'll bring up Adam Fredericks.
Now batting right fielder number 14, Adam Fredericks.
Fredericks struck out his last time up in the second inning. That was when Zach Sawyer struck out the side and all three batters he faced. This one hit past Ryan Freegis at third for a single. Fredericks on base quickly, swinging at the first pitch.
Now batting center fielder number 1, Bailey Mells.
Bailey Mells now. We've seen a lot of these Carver Black Sox batters swing at the first pitch. So now a runner on with one out for the center fielder. And that one's in there for a strike. He struck out last time up as well, swinging. Zach Sawyer has 4 Ks so far this afternoon. 12-2, Carver trails the Irish, and pitch hits the batter, Bailey Mells. And it's called a foul ball by the home plate umpire. Mells grimacing, but seeming to agree, as that might have hit the knob of the bat or the hands on the bat. So that's just a painful strike, and it's 0-2 with one out here in the fourth. Now he fouls that one, backing out of play, frustrated. He missed that pitch, wanted to do something more with it. Adam Fredericks singled, he's on first base. And that one fouled back the same direction over the roof here. And bouncing in past the tent set up in the parking lot area. Here's a swing put in play to the third baseman, to second for one, to first for two. Ground ball, double play, Freegis to Garacki to Ambrose. And that's an inning-ending twin killing. St. Patrick now heading to the fifth, leading 12-2 over Carver on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Driven to the gap in left center field. This one lands. They throw to the plate. It's not in time. This is four and a walk. Runner going Byer. And the pitch gets away. Byer coming home. There won't be a play. And Foley wins the game.
Sorensen delivers. It's hit hard to right, and that is going to be over his head. Delivers an RBI double. 0-2 pitch. Inside corner, strike three. And that ends the game. He gets him on a called third strike. He had 2 called third strikes in the inning.
Ground ball up the middle. Great stop by the second baseman. Firing to first and got him. But guess what? The Prior League Mudcats have just taken the lead.
Pitch. Hit a long way. Deep, looking back, and it is gone. But then Matt Ambrose has opened this game up with a 3-run home run.
Welcome back here to Milroy. As you just saw in the break, Matt Ambrose hitting a home run last week for St. Patrick. Well, he's leading off this inning, facing Jacob Budin, who came in relief, the third pitcher of the game for Carver. This one broken back, ground ball to third base. Dolan fields and throws for the out. Shattered, splintered pieces of lumber. And that's a ground ball. 5-3 out. Now Seth Ambrose will bat against Budin. Budin, who, as we mentioned, was in the St. Louis Cardinals system. He had an arm injury and thought his baseball career was over. Then he got into town ball. Because of that injury, he's limited to short relief outings, as there's a tapper perfectly placed through the right side of the infield for another hit. Seth Ambrose is now 3 for 3 today with a walk. 4 plate appearances, and he's reached every single time. Speaking of good hitting days, Dom DeLuca will come to the plate. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI sac fly. 1 out, 1 on. Budin is usually used as a closer by the Black Sox. He's already pitched almost 2 full innings as he entered in the third. Finished off that inning, then pitched the fourth. And now, here in the fifth, we'll see how long his leash is. As, of course, Carver facing elimination, both these teams would go home with a loss and continue with a win in this state tournament. There is a 10-run rule that takes place in the 7th inning. As of now, the game would end if the score remains the same. Here's a ground ball through the left side for another hit for the Irish. That one hit hard and past the third baseman Dolan and the shortstop Dalton. So now 2 on after 2 ground ball singles. Well hit, but not in the air, either of these 2 hits, as Dom DeLuca is 3 for 3. He's on first base again, and Ryan Freges will bat. Here's the pitch from Budin, fouled to the right. Freges struck out looking his first time up, then reached on a fielder's choice his second time up. And his third time up, he reached on an error. This one popped out of play and foul. Falls into the neighboring yard. Freges did score in the third on a wild pitch, and he fouls this one back once again. Count to 0-2. Budin, 6'7", can throw it over 90 miles an hour. Gets that leverage from that height. 12-2. Irish wanting to add to their lead. As there's a breaking ball. Took something off, and understandably Ryan Freges wasn't expecting an off-speed pitch. Just watch as it goes by, and his second time striking out looking. Zach Endress will now bat. He's drove in 3 runs already in this game. Trying to drive in a couple more maybe with that big swing and a miss. 2 outs now. Seth Ambrose on second, Dom DeLuca on first. Had that bases loaded walk in the first inning, 1 of 3. Did Endress. Then he struck out in the second and had a 2 RBI single in the third, but strikes out looking here as back-to-back strikeouts from Boudin ends the top of the 5th. It's still 12-2 St. Patrick Irish in the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
What's special about high school sports? The passion. The excitement. The memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community. Connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Welcome back to Milroy on PrepSpotlight.tv, where we're your home for every single game of this State Amateur Baseball State Tournament, Class C here, one of 2 sites in Milroy. Connor Cornell will bat, facing Zach Sawyer in the 5th inning. Cornell led off the bottom of the 1st with a home run, then he struck out in the 2nd. Cornell, a newcomer to this team this season. Bats leadoff for them as he pops this one straight up into shallow center field. Shortstop out. And Jack Freges will make the play, ranging to his left and backing up simultaneously, moving in a diagonal route toward that pop-up. And Cornell retired for the first out of the inning. Kyle Dalton now, former CU Golden Bear. Takes a strike, number 13, the shortstop, best defensive player for this ball club. And he takes a ball. Kyle Dalton, league batting champion and the league MVP. 2-1 the count. As he pops this one foul, it'll be 2-2. Kyle Dalton grounded out to the pitcher, who made a backhanded, amazing grab in the 1st inning. As he pops this one straight up. Another chance for Freges in shortstop, and not quite as high, and he hauls it in right in front of the center fielder. So 2 pop-ups to the shortstop Freges, and 2 outs in this inning. Jay Bresnahan now, the second baseman, will hit, trying to get something going against Sawyer as the Black Sox down by 10. That one's low. The lefty second baseman, number 5, Bresnahan. He grounded out to the first baseman his first time up and flew out to left field in at-bat number 2. Bresnahan also joined this team this year previously played for Hamburg, as he cracks this one. Foul to the right side of first base. Jay batted for an average of .462 this year. Batting crown in their league for Carver. Batting champ Bresnahan. Playing second base today, can play most spots out in the field as this one taps slowly, foul. Handful of newcomers on this team, Carver and Bresnahan, one of them. This one flied to left field. Going back is Westman, and he'll camp under it and record the third out. So quick inning for Zach Sawyer, and now we're headed to the sixth with St. Patrick. Will bat, leading 12-2 on PrepSpotlight.tv. Welcome back to the top of the sixth inning here at Milroy, Minnesota. St. Patrick leading Carver, and the Irish now up by 10. They'll pinch hit. St. Patrick, number 25, Blake Woodson, will pinch hit in the 9-hole spot for Jace Westman. So Woodson for Westman into bat. Count 1-2 from Boudin. His third full inning of work, and strikes out, overpowers Woodson. That's the third strikeout in a row for Jacob Boudin.
Now batting shortstop number 11, Jack Friedges.
Jack Friedges, the leadoff man, will now bat with one out. His fifth plate appearance in the sixth inning. One for three so far with a walk for Friedges. Singled his last time up. Jack Friedges, the shortstop. And he takes that one for a strike. 2-2 the count to Jack Freeges. He and brother Ryan play baseball at Minnesota State Mankato. Both starting for the Irish this afternoon. And swings through that fastball from Budin. Another strikeout for the pitcher for the Black Sox. That's his 4th strikeout in a row.
Now batting number 14, Bryce Simon.
5th strikeout of the inning, of the game for Budin. And now another pinch hitter for the Irish. Bryce Simon will bat for Jordan Garacki, the second baseman in this one. He taps that one foul. Top of the 6th inning here, 10-run lead for St. Patrick. Two outs, 0-2 count. Budin to Simon. That one's low. 1-2. And goes down swinging, does Simon. Lunges at that pitch low and away, and it's a strike out the side type of inning for Budin. 3 Ks, makes quick work of St. Patrick. Carver will bat down 10, trying to chip into that lead in the bottom of the 6th after this quick break on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Running for a base hit. Morris now backs up. Arnold serves one into left, and that's a base hit. And Chanhassen takes the lead right back. 0-1 to Halleck. Back and off the foot of the pitcher. It bounces towards left field. Kolpak coming home. The throw to the plate, not in time. The game is tied at 5. The 1-2 pitch. Base hit right field. That'll do it. Matt Oy comes up and pokes one through the drawn-in infield. And the Moorhead Brewers win it 6-5 in 10 innings. Weiss kicks and fires this one, driven to center field. Back is Rucker. Does he do it again? Yes, he does! 3 home runs for Duffner! And it's 10-3 Gold Spring. Unbelievable!
Runs scored here today. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3. Another one gone. McCoy Rodney goes down on strikes, and there's 2 away now.
And welcome back here just in time for the first pitch. In the bottom of the 6th inning between the Irish and the Black Sox, Carver batting. Down 10, pop up. In foul territory, first baseman Ambrose running after it and catching it for the first out of the game. That was of the inning. That was Gastuch. Being retired for the first time in this game. He was 2 for 2 leading up to that at bat. David Dolan will now bat. Bryce Simon stayed in at second base after he pinch hit in the last half inning for Jordan Garacki. Far for me to see out in left field if Woodson stayed in there for Westman. I believe he did. David Dolan faces a 2-1 count from Sawyer. Cracks this one to the shortstop. Freeges, fields, throws. and retires David Dolan. 2 out now for starting pitcher Zach Sawyer, who has been very good today. 5 2/3 so far here. Just 2 batters faced in the 6th inning, and he's just allowed 2 runs, 5 hits to the Carver Black Sox. Just 1 walk for Sawyer as well. Allowed a run in the 1st and the 3rd. And strikes out Kirchhoff to end the inning. 1-2-3 quick inning for starting pitcher Zach Sawyer as he sends down the Black Sox in order. And we're headed to the 7th inning here on PrepSpotlight.tv.
Driven to the gap in left center field. This one lands. They throw to the plate. It's not in time. This is 4 and a walk. Runner going. Byer. And the pitch gets away. Byer coming home. There won't be a play. And Foley wins the game.
Sorensen delivers. It's hit hard to right, and that is going to be over his head. Delivers an RBI double. 0-2 pitch. Inside corner, strike 3. And that ends the game. He gets him on a called 3rd strike. He had 2 called 3rd strikes in the inning.
Ground ball up the middle. Great stop by the second baseman. Firing to first and got him. But guess what? The Prior League Mudcats have just taken the lead.
Pitch. Hit a long way. Deep. Looking back, and it is gone. And Matt Ambrose has opened this game up with a 3-run home run.
Welcome back here to the 7th inning of this Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament Round 3 matchup between St. Patrick and Carver. At the top of the 7th, St. Patrick batting. Kyle Rodas will lead off the inning, facing Jacob Budin. Still in there for Carver. Rodas, the center fielder for St. Patrick. There's a new catcher behind home plate for Carver as Sam Warner exits and Bryce Tuma is now behind home plate. Rodas chops this one high. Shortstop area, the third baseman Dolan will scoop it and not in time. Hard play to make as that one looked like it might have tapped off of home plate, high in the air. Dolan running hard to his left, scooped it up and threw it not in time. Rodas reaches safely on an infield hit as it'll be a pinch hitter for Matt Ambrose, the catcher for St. Patrick. Kevin Pexa, the pinch hitter for the Irish, up by 10. 2 pinch hitters in the last inning, and now the first one here in the 7th. Pexa, the right-handed batter. Bat resting on his shoulder. He swings and misses. Goes down swinging on three pitches.
Now batting first baseman number 7, Seth Ambrose.
Pexa strikes out for the first out of the inning. And now Seth Ambrose cracks one to the second baseman. He'll try to turn 2. And they do. Bresnahan to Kyle Dalton to Connor Cornell. Another double play for Carver. 4-6-3 double play ends the inning. And we're now headed to the bottom of the 7th. It'll be the last chance for the Carver Black Sox as they trail 10 by 10 here at the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Welcome back to PrepSpotlight.tv, the bottom of the 7th for the Carver Black Sox as they face the St. Patrick Irish. It'll be Bryce Tuma, who entered in the last inning as a defensive replacement at catcher. Last chance for Carver. Down by 10, 10-run rule would be in effect. 12-2 the score. The Irish leading the Black Sox. So Carver needs to score 1 run at the minimum to extend this game as it's scheduled for 9 innings. Carver scored once in the first and once in the third. That's also when St. Patrick did all their scoring. Put up a 6th spot in the first and a 6th spot in the third. This one cracked foul by Tuma. Still facing Zach Sawyer, the starting pitcher, who's gone 6 innings, 2 runs allowed, 5 hits. As misses and walks the leadoff batter, Tuma. Worked the count full and drew a walk. Just the second walk of the game for Sawyer.
Now batting right fielder number 14, Adam Fredericks.
Now Adam Fredericks, the right fielder, will bat with 1 on and nobody out. Fredericks singled his last time up. He'll square to bunt here as Carver just needs to scrape 1 run across to extend this game, and they're trying to play small ball to do it with a runner on first base and nobody out. Adam Fredericks singled in the 4th inning and was erased on a inning-ending double play. Tries to put down a bunt once more and fouls it. So 2 foul bunt attempts, and the count now 0-2. We'll see if he tries to bunt again or has the green light to swing. Swings, watches that one go by. Looks like he wasn't going to bunt. 1-2, I think the count should be. And he ducks out of the way of that one. 2-2 the count. Runner on first, nobody out for the Black Sox. So he swings and cracks this one foul, pops straight up and lands on the roof here in Milroy Yankee Stadium. Bryce Tuma on first. He would be the third run for Carver. This one's foul away. And that would extend this game and put Carver down by just 9 instead of 10 as it currently stands. This first game of 3 here in Milroy this afternoon. Noon start. It's now almost 2 o'clock, and this one's chopped to the third baseman, Freeges. He'll just throw to first base for the out. A slow bouncer. Didn't want to risk it throwing to second for what would have been a close play. So takes the safe out. And that's out number 1.
Now batting number 20, Peter Benson.
And a pinch hitter for Carver, for Bailey Mells. Peter Benson, the lefty, will bat with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hoping to keep their season alive. Grounder to second base. Bryce Simon, who entered just inning ago, makes the play for the second out of this inning. Runner moves up to third. That's Tuma on third, 90 feet away.
Now batting first baseman number 19, Connor Cornell.
Connor Cornell, his turn to bat. 4th at-bat of the game. He led off the first with a home run. Check on the runner at third by Ambrose. Gets back safely, does Tuma. So the winner of this moves on to play the winner of Sartell Bluffton, who played tonight. And this one cracked up the middle, a hit, and a run will score. Tuma crosses home as this one grounded straight over the pitching rubber and second base for an RBI single for Connor Cornell, his second RBI of the game. It's now 12-3 Irish.
Now batting shortstop number 13, Kyle Dalton.
And now the game will be extended as Dalton flies one to left field as the ball is dropped by the left fielder. That's Woodson out there, who pinch hit for Westman, ranging and dropping the ball in and out of his glove. So Dalton will reach. 2 runners will be on with 2 out as the inning is extended on the error from Woodson. Jay Bresnahan batting, the 3-hole hitter. As they check on the runner at second base, he's back safely. Jay Bresnahan, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a groundout. But Carver has completed their first mission of this inning. Check on the runner at first. Ambrose throwing behind Dalton at first base, who's on base for the first time today after he grounded out twice and flew out once. Still 0 for 4 for Dalton, and 0 for 3 so far for Bresnahan as he takes strike 2. One ball and 2 strikes to Bresnahan with 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Scraping one across, Carver has extended this game in the bottom of the 7th. It's 12-13. St. Patrick leading, and laying off that one was Bresnahan. Two the count, and that one high. Full count now. 2 runners on. They'll be moving on the pitch with 2 out and a full count to Bresnahan. Dan Gastuch on deck. Here's a pitch from Zach Sawyer. And that one, strike 3 looking. Clips the outside corner as Zach Sawyer exits. Frustrated that he allowed a run, and the game continues, but strikes out the last batter. Carver gets 1 run, and we're going now to the 8th inning on Minnesota Prep Spotlight, prepspotlight.tv.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! Du Bois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Welcome back to the 8th inning in this Class C state tournament matchup between St. Patrick and Carver. St. Patrick batting against a new pitcher for Carver. It's Brady Jenkins in there, a draftee from Winstead, relieving Jacob Budin, who went scoreless over 3+ innings, 4+ innings, who's usually just a short inning pitcher, a closer often is Budin, and pitched through the 7th and now the 8th. Brady Jenkins comes in, so he'll face the lineup for the Irish as it's a pinch hitter for Dom DeLuca. Derek Isaacson is the pinch hitter for the Irish as he takes ball 3. It's a full count now to Isaacson in his first ups here in the top of the 8th inning. And that was ball 4. Isaacson kind of forgot the count, took ball 4, and he'll reach first base as a pinch hitter. Pinch bunts as a new
Now batting third baseman number
And that'll be Ryan Freeges coming up. Thought it was pinch hitter for a second. It is not. Ryan Freeges entering the game, entering the batter's box for his 5th at-bat of the game with Isaacson, and he knocks one to right field on the first pitch. Caught by Fredericks out there in right for the first out. So a quick first out after walking a batter. Jenkins will face his 3rd batter of this outing. Zach Endress. That's not Endress. Another pinch hitter. It looks to be Joe Weirs. As he fouls this one back into the netting. Pinch hitting for Endress is Weirs. 1 on, 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike. As there's ball 2. So the Irish getting some of their reserves in via the pinch hit. Were they to score, they would have to complete the bottom of the 8th scoreless, and they would win by the 10-run rule. As it is, that one's booted, grounded right into the pitcher's cleat. Weirs grounds it hard into the foot of Jenkins and kicks right over toward third base, and so everybody's safe. That'll be an infield hit for Weirs, and Isaacson moves to second after he walked. And now Weirs reaches on an infield hit, fluky off of the pitcher. And now Woodson, the left fielder who has already entered the game via the pinch hit, now his 2nd at bat, pops this one toward first base, scooped up by the pitcher, who will step on first. And that's out number 2. So technically a ground ball out. 1 unassisted on that play for out number 2. Now Jack Freeges, the leadoff man, will, as we turn the lineup over, will come to bat for the 6th time, and he's going to be intentionally walked. To bring up Bryce Simon. He pinch hit in the 6th and struck out. His 2nd at bat of the game. With the bases loaded, Brady Jenkins trying to avoid giving up the first run to St. Patrick since the 3rd inning. That's a strike in there. This one cracked down the right field line, fair, and 2 runs will score. Simon, 2 RBI double as the Irish push runs across for the first time since the 3rd inning. It's now 14-2. Irish leading the Black Sox. Kyle Rodas now steps into the batter's box. Brady Jenkins not faring well, and this one grounded softly to Kyle Dalton. Will have to hurry, and he throws it away. Two more runs. Score. As Kyle Dalton, well known as the best defensive player on this team, hurried his throw as Rodas has been running well all game. And it looks like it'll be a new pitcher as Brady Jenkins can't get out of the eighth. 2 outs and another draftee will enter. We'll take a quick break and be right back with the pitching change on PrepSpotlight.tv. Welcome back to PrepSpotlight.tv, and the 8th inning continues. We had a pitching change. The 5th pitcher of the game for Carver to enter. On the hill, it's Will Herman. He's a draftee from Hamburg in the purple jersey with 1 runner on. Kyle Rodas, who reached on that throwing error by Kyle Dalton, as 2 more runs scored for a total of 4 runs in this inning so far. As we'll throw 2 more runs up there on our score bug. 16-3. St. Patrick leads as Herman is now facing Matt Ambrose. Who was pinch hit for, then he re-entered at catcher, and now he's back hitting. This one grounded to second base. Bresnan takes the easy out, tosses it to Kyle Dalton, and that's the 3rd out of this inning, but 4 runs score for the St. Patrick Irish, and it'll be another last chance for Carver in the bottom of the 8th inning, down by 13 in this Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
What's special about high school sports? The passion, the excitement, the memories.
Down on 3 at the buzzer. Good! It's good! DuBois wins it for the Rebels.
It's about impacting your community, connecting your business to this audience. This is where your customers live, where they shop. This is their circle of life. This is where your business should be. Connect with your best potential customers. This is your invitation. Get in the game.
Dan Gastuch.
Welcome back as Dan Gastuch steps into the batter's box for the Carver Black Sox as they trail by 13 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. As Gastuch swings at the first pitch from Zach Sawyer, and this one's into shallow center field. The shortstop, Jack Friedges, out there to catch the pop-up on one pitch. One out here for the Black Sox, as the 10-run rule exists again in this bottom of the 8th. Carver avoided that rule taking effect in the bottom of the 7th by scoring one run, but then 4 scored by the Irish in the next frame, the top of the 8th, and Carver will need 4 runs to continue this game and send it into the 9th. Zach Sawyer still in there pitching, the starting pitcher, as he faces David Dolan for the fourth time. Two the count to David Dolan, who reached on an error in the first, had an RBI single in the 3rd, and then grounded out in the 6th. And there's a ball inside, the count runs full. Cole Kirchhoff on deck. There's a breaking ball just missing for a walk. Just the 3rd walk of the game for Sawyer, who walked one in the 1st and one in the last inning, the 7th. As he's thrown a lot of pitches, but not as many as you would think entering the 8th inning, as there's been a lot of first pitch, second pitch at-bats that ended on either a hit or an out on a ball put in play. Cole Kirchhoff, left fielder. He had that first inning walk. Then he popped out to the first baseman in the 3rd as he knocks this one deep to center field. The center fielder, Kyle Rodas, is under it for the 2nd out of this inning. And now it'll be Bryce Tuma, who pinch hit and walked in the 7th. And he came around and scored that 3rd run for Carver. Well, now he's the last chance. With 2 out here, there's 1 on. As the Black Sox hoping to extend their season. As Bryce Tuma faces Zach Sawyer. A 1-1 count now after Tuma just fouls that one straight back. The winner of this one plays tomorrow in the quarterfinals. Swing and a miss from Tuma. 1-2 the count. Zach Sawyer has allowed 6 hits, 3 runs, 7 2/3 so far innings of work. And fouled away. Tuma stays alive. This is the 16th state tournament for St. Patrick. And that one in the dirt, low. Their first state tournament appearance was in 1982. And this is their third straight year in this state tournament. Best finish was in 2006, finished top 5. There's a line drive single by Tuma to center field. Tuma having a good day at the plate after coming in as a pinch hitter last inning. A walk and now a single to extend this game.
Now batting right fielder number 14, Adam Fredericks.
Adam Fredericks now. The right fielder will bat with 2 on. The right-handed hitting Fredericks. And there's 2 out still. 13-run deficit for Carver. 16-3 the score as he fouls this one off the end of the bat toward his own dugout. Fredericks had a single in the 4th, struck out in the 2nd, and most recently grounded out to the 3rd baseman in the last inning. It's the bottom of the 8th here in Milroy. This one cracked, foul. Prior Lake and Bemidji will follow here in Milroy at the home of the Yankees. 2 out, 2 strikes, and right into the back. Sawyer misses badly, and now the bases are loaded after Sawyer hits a batter. There's no one warming up as this one's Sawyer's to continue with a major lead.
Number 20, Peter Benson.
But he's worked the bases full here with 2 outs. Dolan, who walked on 3rd. Tuma, who singled, now on 2nd. Fredericks wore one in the back. And that one gets all the way to the backstop. They're not going to risk it. Carver doesn't want their season to end on a out at home. Peter Benson is batting. Bases loaded. That one's in there for a strike. 1-1 the count to Benson. He cracks this one to first base. Seth Ambrose fields, underhands it to the pitcher Sawyer, but he can't make the play and it gets away. A run will score. David Dolan crosses home for the 4th run of the game for the Black Sox. And the manager will come out to the mound and discuss things with his pitcher, waves off the middle infielders as they were coming to join the party. Just wants to settle down his number 19 pitcher, Zach Sawyer, and that was brief. 3-4 words said, and turns around and heads back to the dugout. Brent Garacki.
Now batting first base.
It's his first season as the manager of this Irish squad. Connor Cornell. 2 RBIs in this one, a home run and a single. He'll come up to bat, the leadoff man for Carver. Bases still full. This one fouled away. Fouled back. Connor Cornell wanted that one. fouled it straight back into the netting. And a close pitch, not called. That's ball 2. 2-2 the count, 2 out, 3 on. As Zach Sawyer wants the complete game in 8 innings. 16-4 the score. Pop up. Ambrose ranging over in foul territory right in front of the dugout, and he makes the catch, and that'll be the game. Connor Cornell pops out to Seth Ambrose. It's a complete game. 8-inning contest win for Zach Sawyer. 16-4 the final. The St. Patrick Irish beat the Carver Black Sox, and St. Patrick moves on to play in the quarterfinals of this Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament. They'll play here in Milroy tomorrow at noon. And they'll play the winner of Sartell versus Bluffton, who play later on tonight. So the season ends for Carver, and the season continues for St. Patrick. We thank you for watching. For Nicholas Earlbeck, I'm Ren Clayton on PrepSpotlight.tv. Stay with us for the next game of this afternoon. Friar Lake and Bemidji. First pitch set for 3 p.m. And that'll be streaming on PrepSpotlight.tv, as every game is. But for now, from Milroy, Minnesota, St. Patrick beats Carver 16-4 in the Class C State Amateur Baseball Tournament.